Top 10 Most Surprising America's Got Talent Auditions. Hello there, YouTube. We all love a good variety show. Years ago, we had The Gong Show, then came American Idol, and now we have America's Got Talent. The contestants on this show perform some of the most amazing feats we've ever seen. But what audition surprised us, and who shocked the world and the judges with their performances?
I want to do that!
Before we get started though, why don't you hit that handy dandy subscribe button right there. Allows you to see every brand new video that we post and gives you access to every other video we have as well. Number 10. Travis Pratt. So, the stage is set, the judges are ready. This very large black guy steps up to the mic and he has on a t-shirt, jeans, and is wearing a large gold chain. The audience is anticipating a rap song, maybe a little Barry White, because I think we're all just a little racist. However, when this guy opens his mouth, some sick opera just pours out of it. He sings O mio babino caro, as sweet as an angel. The judges are just as shocked as the audience. Within seconds, the audience is on its feet. You can see Travis's girlfriend in the front row with a look on her face that says it all. Nobody expected this guy to come out and belt out some opera. Apparently, Travis Pratt is from Tifton, Georgia, and has been singing gospel music with his family since he was 11 years old. Who knew he could sing opera too? When he did so well, the judges asked him what made him try out, and he said his girlfriend talked him into it. They invite her on stage, and the next thing you know, Travis is on one knee and actually proposes to his girlfriend. And of course, she said yes.
Will you marry me? Getting engaged to my
Number 9. Special Head. Next in our countdown is the strange looking guy named Special Head. At first it appears he's just gonna do a little meditation. He's chanting, lighting candles, and holding this giant stick. As the chanting gets louder, Howie Mandel hits his buzzer to get this guy off the stage. However, the next thing you know, the guy actually levitates his entire body about 6 feet above the stage. He has his legs crossed and you can see under his monk's robe that there is nothing underneath him. He's holding his entire body up using just the stick. The entire time he continues to chant. When he finally lets go of his pose, the candle goes out and the chanting stops. Although the crowd seems impressed, the judges are not. I don't think this guy made it real far in the show, but that is pretty cool. Number 8. Jon Hettinger. Here we have a cute little 82-year-old man who takes the stage. He's wearing old man khaki pants, sneakers, and a white polo shirt with a parrot on the corner. He looks all of his 82 years. We expect to hear a little Frank Sinatra or maybe Dean Martin, but when this guy opens his mouth, what do you think came out? Not really. How about some drowning pools let the bodies hit the floor?
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Now, if you ever heard the song, you can't imagine an 82-year-old listening to it, let alone singing it. He sings the whole thing in a loud, booming voice, surprising the entire audience. The judges look a little shocked. The last thing they expected Jon Hettinger to do was sing some drowning pool. You may wonder, what did this guy do for a living that made him so good at singing a crazy anthem like this? Well, as it turns out, Jon was an aerospace engineer until he retired close to 20 years ago. Not really relevant, but hey, that's nice. Number 7. David and Lehman. These two come on the stage, two guys in their early 30s dress alike in khakis and button-down shirts. They have on hipster glasses and look like they walked out of a Pottery Barn catalog. They open the show with a little magic trick. They each have a name tag on, and when the judges ask their names, they realize they have on the wrong name tags. Rather than just, switch the tags, they just rub the name tags and magically the names change. So the judges naturally guess that these guys are magicians. They say, well, sort of. The judges ask what they do for a living. David says he's a high school teacher of philosophy. Lehman says he's a barista. They say they're gonna do something called pressure phrenology. For those of you who don't know what phrenology is, it's a study of bumps on the skull. They say that they need a volunteer and ask Howie Mandel to join them on stage. They tell him to take a seat and tell them they're gonna do a little pseudoscience on him. They tell him they're going to press on his skull, and he's suddenly going to forget to do things he normally could do. They first ask if he remembers how to play the piano. He says he's never been able to play the piano. Then they ask him if he can still read. He says of course he can still read. They hold cards up to him with simple words such as comedian, germaphobe, and Howie Mandel. As they press on his skull and ask him to read the cards, he's unable to do it. The words look like mishmash to him. Whatever they did to his head, he really couldn't read those words. He swore the other judges were pulling a prank on him, but nope, these guys really made it so he couldn't read those cards. Number 6. Ryan Beard. So in the middle of our lineup we find 18-year-old Ryan Beard. Ryan looks like your typical high school dork. His clothes are not quite right, his hair is poorly cut, and he just comes across as anything but a ladies' man. He's there with his mom. He said that his mom and dad forced him to be homeschooled his whole life, and he hated it. He said he had no friends, he even had to take his mom to the prom. He said that he was there to sing an original song. Of course, it was titled Ladies' Man. Ryan went on to play his original song at the keyboard. The song was a long lament about the joys of trying to find a woman when you're homeschooled. The funny part was, the song sucked, he couldn't sing, but the entire audience loved this kid.
Put your hands up, now all the nice guys, put your hands down, now all the nice girls, get your phones out.
Number 5. Arlow and Izzie. We're so used to seeing cute, adorable little kids on America's Got Talent, and for some reason they always seem to be a brother and sister duo. They usually sing songs like I've Got a Friend in You, some even shock us with a little Mariah Carey or Frank Sinatra. Now, what do these two do? The boy takes a seat at the drums. Guess he's going to play the drums. The little girl in her cute little dress and Mary Jane shoes takes to the mic. What song do you think they start singing? Well, it's not really singing, it's more like blood-curdling screaming if you ask me. Turns out the song they sing isn't actually really a song at all. It's just a bunch of screaming. It's a song called Everyone Listen to Me. As the song goes on and I am putting my fingers in my ears, Howard Stern hits the X buzzer to make them stop. At this point, I'm about to hug Howard Stern. I don't even care how cute the audience thinks these two are. I'm about to crawl the walls. Ugh. When Howie Mandel asked him why he hit his buzzer, he said, "I only did so she doesn't hurt her voice screaming like that. And also my ears, thank you." Number 4. Lincoln Bridge. This one not only shocked the audience and judges, but shocked the heck out of me. These 4 black men take the stage and they call themselves Lincoln Bridge. They all have a mic and are dressed like they stepped out of Compton. The one guy looks like he may play defense for the Dallas Cowboys, he's so huge. The auditorium is strangely quiet. Nobody has any clue what's about to happen. The largest guy, who's wearing a hat and sunglasses by the way, opens his mouth and starts singing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. Okay, who would have guessed that? The 4 continue to sing in some beautiful old school harmonies that would have made the Temptations proud. Everybody was expecting some old school rap or maybe some Motown. Again, I think it's because we're all slightly racist. Nobody in that room expected these guys to start crooning a Judy Garland special though. Number 3. Piff, the Magiclest Dragon. This guy was more of a shock because of how absolutely nonchalant he appeared on stage. Here he is, a grown man dressed in a dragon suit, calling himself Piff the Magic Dragon. At first you think he's gonna do a little comedy, but instead he fancies himself a magician and invites Heidi Klum onto the stage. She begrudgingly goes up, not sure what she's agreed to. Piff tells her to pick a card. She picks the King of Hearts. He hands her a Sharpie and asks her to write her name on it. She does, and he tells her he had predicted what card she would pick, the 7 of Spades. She obviously says, "That's not my card." He says he knows and proceeds to run the card over and over again. The next thing you know, the card magically changes from a King of Hearts to the 7 of Spades. Heidi joins the other judges back at the table. Piff proceeds to follow her down the steps and waddles over to the judges' table. He then pulls out a banana, peels it, and says he's hungry. He eats the entire banana while the judges sing his praises. This guy is the least concerned contestant we've ever seen on America's Got Talent. The big surprise is, this guy made it to the semifinals. Number 2. Tape Face. After Piff the Magic Dragon, it's nice to watch someone who clearly wants to be on the show. Well, sort of. Okay, not at all. The next contestant on our countdown is Tape Face. Tape Face is a guy in his 30s dressed kinda like a mime with black eye makeup. He wears a large piece of black masking tape over his mouth. At first he pulls 2 large oven mitts out of his backpack and he puts them on, turns them around, and they look like 2 whales. He treats them like hand puppets while they sing endless love to each other. He then sheds the gloves and puts on half a red dress. Of course, the next song is Lady in Red. The way Tape Face is wearing the dress, it really does look like he is dancing with another person. As the song plays, he dances with the lady, grabs her butt, and then starts to slowly undress her. The judges were impressed. The guy actually got a standing ovation. Surprising? Yes. Talented? Yeah, the jury's still out on that. Alright, I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works. Number 1. Oscar Hernandez. When you see a 300-pound black man walk onto the stage, the last thing you expect him to do is dance, because again, we're probably all a little racist inside. However, Oscar Hernandez is not just a 300-pound man. He is the choreographer from Arizona, who trains dance teams all over the world. As a native Arizona myself, good job on him. Also, this guy can move. He dances to what else but I like big butts and I cannot lie. He dominates the stage, winning the hearts of the judges and the audience. His finishing move was a split in the air, followed by a full split on the floor. Oscar would go on to make it to the quarterfinals before he was eliminated. And that was our video for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, well, it's your lucky day. For every single person that likes this video, you'll get to spend an hour dancing with Tapeface. If that doesn't sound like much fun, you're crazy. He's on his way to your house now. So, get out your masking tape.